Welcome to the lighter side of the dark side. It's your weekly freak show here on Renegade Radio and also all the podcast catchers, iHeartRadio, YouTube, everywhere you listen to us. It's the Dark Mark Show. We're back. I'm Dark Mark, the Goth comedian, and as always, my co-host, everybody's favorite horror writer, Nicole Six.
Good evening, everyone.
Well, Nicole, you know, well, first off, this if you're watching on YouTube, this will come clear in a second why I have my makeup a little different than I usually do. But I get a press releases every now and then, and one really struck my interest. I got one about a rapper, model, adult. She's got some adult content, and the more I looked into her, the more fascinating she was. And she's from our former hometown, Denver, Colorado, live from the Rocky Mountain State. It's Face Tat Mami.
Thank you for having me.
Should I call you Mommy? Should I call you Face Tat or Face or Tat?
Mommy, Face Tat. Oh man, everybody uses something different, so whatever you want.
I'm sure they do. And by the way, so that I have on my face it says I love Face Tat.
Face Tat Mommy.
But it washes off. And Nicole, because you just announced this, before we get started, on your Instagram page, it says, Mommy like Bobby. Do people mess that up all the time?
Yeah, people be like, Mammy.
I can't believe that.
Like, it's just more like a Spanish thing. Like, I'm a Latina, so, like, why the fuck would I put, like, M-O-M-M-Y?
Yeah,
right.
That's you don't want Mommy M-O-M-M-Y.
It takes the edge away from everything.
You want M-A-M-I to have face tats. Yeah, Mammy. I mean, that went out in the 20s with blackface. I don't know where they got Mammy from, but Mommy and Mom.
Yeah, I've heard it a couple of times. Like, I just don't think people know how to read.
No comments. But and before we get started, speaking of that, you say people don't know how to read. Even if you don't know how to read, enjoy an audiobook on us. We are sponsored by Audible.
Hey.
So if you go to
Awesome,
audibletrial.com/DMS, whether you can read or not, you can get a book and they'll read it to you.
I'm going to have to go take that up.
Yeah, please go right ahead. It's free for 30 days. You get a book and you get access to all of the Audible originals, and you can cancel anytime within the 30 days. You keep the book, and you can get anything from, they've got stuff about faces, stuff about tattoos, stuff about mommies, mammies. They got everything.
Mammies.
Everything from Shakespeare to smut. They got books on rap. They got books on. You have no idea. They have so many crazy books of erotic stories. All the bestsellers and all the. I actually got the last audiobook I got was the autobiography of Rob Halford from Judas Priest, who I'm sure you have no idea who that is, but he's a heavy metal singer, and he's flamboyantly gay, and there was a lot of interesting things on all of those sides. So go to audibletrial.com/DMS and get a free book. Also, I got to keep up with mommy, so I need some energy. And we are sponsored by the best energy drink in the world. Do you drink energy drinks, Mommy?
I drink energy drinks, yes.
Well, I don't know what you drink, and you don't have to say what brand you do, but this is the one to get. They don't have this in 7-Elevens. They don't have this in grocery stores. They have this in gyms and GNCs. Raze energy drink, R-A-Z-E.
Oh, good.
And this is the best because, and I've tried them all. I've tried Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, Steven Seagal's energy drink. They had an energy drink with horny goat weed in it. I tried that. Everything. I tried one that was shaped like a bomb. This is the best. And the reason is they have all sorts of flavors, but 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 crash. This is a new flavor. I'm going to try it right now because I use there's a code when you're on the podcast catcher on YouTube. Just click on the code, put it in your computer, and you get 15% off a case. And that's what I just did. And I got a case of strawberry colada.
Ooh, that sounds
Like
amazing.
a colada with strawberry. Let's see what's going on.
How is it?
delicious. I love it. That's good. I get a little hint of colada, it's strawberry. It's great. And they also have Baja Lime that tastes like Baja Blast from Taco Bell. They have all sorts of fruity flavors. The Apollo flavor. It's great. So go to our the description in the show, description on YouTube, and get a case of Raze energy drink for 50% off. And so, have you lived in Denver your whole life?
No. I've only lived out here for about 4 years.
Okay, because Nicole and I grew up in Denver at separate times. Westminster, Colorado.
Yep, Westminster, Colorado.
And,
by the way, Mark, the thing about Colorado is it was the first state to legalize weed. And I think we have one more.
That's about the time that Face Tat Mami moved to Colorado, is when they were legalizing that.
Yeah.
A little bit afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but I'm trying to think because I did. It had to be 2014, 2015 last time I was there, and yeah, it was just the green culture had taken over.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. It's
well, Mark, I was talking about our edible sponsor.
Oh, I thought you wanted to get that in the middle of the show. I understand what.
Oh no! If you want to, we can come back to it.
Yeah, he wants to do that in the middle of the show, but.
Okay, never mind.
But you already did it. So.
One more mystery sponsor for you.
No. We'll do it now. Charlie, we messed up. We'll do it in the middle of the show next time. Our show is broadcast by Renegade Radio.
I was so enthusiastic.
Renegade Radio is now coming out with the best CBD product you've ever tried.
And they're really good. It's gonna be a package. The stuff's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm getting my sample on the way. And CBD oil has all sorts of uses. And if you go to it's under construction, but look out for it. RenegadeCBD.com. The URL's there, but there's not much going on there. But we'll be able to link you. So if you're listening to this show in the fall instead of June 10th when we're taping, RenegadeCBD.com, you'll be able to get the best CBD products and let them know that we sent you. I don't know if we're going to have a little link, but it's going to be great. Once I get my package, I'll be in a weird state on the show. It's even weirder than I usually am. But yeah, no, Denver is it's the marijuana culture. It's transformed the city.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I couldn't.
I'm a big stoner though, so.
You don't say. But I just, I thought which I thought was great. I thought it. I mean, it's it made a lot of hip people out there like you, a lot of cool people, a lot of really chill.
I think it's really transforming Colorado a lot.
What were you gonna say, Nicole?
Oh, I was gonna say I think that Colorado is full of very cool people, and that it's got a lot of wide open space that gives people a chance to be more chill. That's what I think.
Yeah, I live in Cap Hill, so I'm surrounded by like all the parks and the cool people.
Oh yeah, no, you're in that's like the West Hollywood Greenwich Village of New York, like the Echo Park of Denver. Like all the
I live on the good part of Colfax.
Okay, I didn't know there was a bad part of Colfax, but
there's totally a bad.
Oh yeah, most of it's pretty bad.
Yeah, what's the bad part of Colfax, Nicole? You seem to know.
Well, that's where the hookers used to hang out.
Yeah, that's where all the hookers are.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the hookers, all the crackheads.
Yeah.
It's a blast, especially St. Patrick's Day. Just go walk down Colfax and watch everybody fight each other.
Oh wow, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like you don't even need pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be better than the Mayweather Paul fight. I can imagine that.
Oh, but, way more interesting.
Yeah, don't get me started. I knew that was gonna be a part.
Yeah, no.
all those stupid pay-per-views. I just I wait a couple hours, go on YouTube, and somebody's uploaded it. It's like, okay, all right, it sucks.
That's exactly what I do. I just go Google the highlights or the free stream.
Yeah, but I'm well. You know better than I do. Now this is the thing. I was trying to explain to my parents and my sister who Logan Paul was. And I think I've watched maybe 5 of his videos. What's the appeal? Because I would love to be as popular as he is.
I don't know. Like, I thought he was just like some piece of shit, like who was pretty irrelevant, and then all of a sudden he started fighting everybody.
Yeah.
I think he did like pretty decent a couple times, but I don't see the appeal in jockey white dudes like that.
Right. So,
he's an asshole. Like,
I mean, he's a rich kid that got lucky, I guess. I mean, he got lucky. He works.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll tell you
definitely.
what, to generate content takes more work than you think, and a lot of people.
Oh, totally.
And because I was putting a TikTok video with my face tattoo makeup on, and I was trying to talk to Nicole at the same time, and it was a rough thing. Now tell us about that Face Tat Mami, because you put a lot of content out there, and I'm telling you, I do it myself, and it's not easy. Now a lot of people think it's easy. It's not.
It's probably the most like demanding job I've like ever took on, and I didn't even mean to take it on as serious as it's become. It's fucking demanding, you know. Like, I try to produce like regular content of all kinds, whether it's tattoos, music, adult content, and it's like still never enough, you know. People always want more and more and more and more and more. I get hit up at like 4 a.m. sometimes from people halfway across the world who are like, hey, I got $20, can you do this right now? And I'm like, fuck off, like, make it 60.
Yeah, that's it's to wake you up at 4 o'clock. That's 100 at least. You can't not for 40.
Yeah, no, I mean, usually I'm up, so it's like my fault for reposting that way and letting people know. But
right.
Hey, I want to see that tattoo on your ass right now, like in these specific underwear. I'm like, come on. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it's a lot, especially like
you gotta find the underwear, make sure it's clean. I know.
You don't have to show
laundry, the shaving.
What tattoos do you have on your ass?
It's a really funny story actually. So I used to have the words open house tattooed really huge on one of my ass cheeks because I was 17 and my homegirl convinced me that nobody was ever going to see it. And then like 6 months later, I turned 18 and became a stripper. So for the last like, you know, almost 10 years, everybody saw the words open house on my ass. So recently I got it covered up with a giant fucking Glock and a bunch of roses and some Spanish. So like 2 days of tattooing to cover my whole ass cheek.
So it's a long way from open house to a Glock.
Yeah, you know, I was like, I need something big and dark. I might as well send it.
Do you have a favorite tattoo? All special.
Well, which was the first? Which was your first tattoo?
Yeah, that's the question. What
my
was your
first tattoo? My chest. I have Viva La Raza across my chest, like in the I beat up guys kind of font. That was my first tattoo. I was like 17 when I got that one done. After that, I just kind of sent it, and I started doing my arms, my hands. I went for like all the places that hurt the most, like my neck, my knees, the bottoms of my feet, my palm, my face, my head. Now I think my favorite face tattoo. Huh?
No, go ahead.
I think now at this point, my favorite tattoos are like my whole face. Honestly, it's like hard to pick one.
Nice. What did you tattoo on your feet? That's hard for me to imagine.
So the soles of my feet say Jedi in the streets, Sith in the sheets.
That's great.
I got a lot of just like kind of fuck it ones.
Did you intentionally went for the painful places?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to knock it out of the way first. Like everybody who told me like certain things hurt the most, I was like, fuck it. Like that's what we're gonna do. Then we'll fill up the spots that don't hurt as bad after.
Okay. Is that yeah? I don't have any tattoos myself. I'm the one person that doesn't. My mom just got a new tattoo. She's in her 70s. She just got an iguana on her arm. My dad's got tattoos.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody's got tattoos. And Nicole has tattoos on her hands too, which I used to be.
Yeah.
I remember when not so many people had tattoos, and you were probably in elementary school. But when they had tattoos on the hands, people were like, "Ooh, you can't get a job."
Yeah, when I first started tattooing myself, it was still pretty taboo to do your hands, your face, your neck, anything that was like deemed a career stopper. And honestly, to this day, even some tattoo artists will look at me and be like, "Do you have a fucking job?" Like,
yeah, it was. I think it was my 31st birthday, and I went in and I wanted to get this tattooed. And the guy, actually, the first guy I went to said he wouldn't do it. That no one in his tattoo shop would ever tattoo someone's hands or neck.
Yep, because they don't want to be the one who's like responsible for potentially stopping your job options and shit.
It was really weird because I already had these two tattoos at the time, but I guess that was the big one, literally.
But mommy, now when did you christen yourself Face Tat Mami? Because the big thing, the press release that I saw, and I saw the preview on YouTube, is Erotic Arts filmed a video of you putting 15 tattoos on your face in addition to the tattoos you already had.
Yep. So the whole like face tat thing has been kind of like a little evolution. For years and years, I was going by Face Tat Shoddy. And then about a year ago, when I started taking music more serious, I was kind of like sitting there with some of my friends, like, what the fuck is my stage name gonna be? Like, because picking a music stage name is so much harder than picking a stripper fucking name. And so like one of them was just like, well, why don't you just change then your name, just be Face Tat Mami? Like, you like when people call you mommy, like, do it. And I really debated on it so hard for like a week and a half. I asked everybody, like, can I market on this? Can Face Tat be my thing? Like, is that corny as fuck? And everybody's like, just fucking run with it. And nobody's really questioned it. Like, the couple guys who have like met me in the music industry that like question my tattoos, like, oh, is that real? Oh, I'm like, why don't you catch up?
That's well, yeah. These guys in the music business, forget about it. And yeah, it seems like all the rappers coming up have face tattoos, but
Oh
they're
yeah.
not mommies.
No.
Like that Snitch. What's that guy's name?
Oh, don't hate on 6ix9ine like that.
6ix9ine,
He
Snitch
was
guy.
never meant to be a real gangster.
Well, then
He was never really about that life. He just had money, and that's why gangs wanted to fuck with him. So nobody should have expected him to not tell.
Yeah, I'm not pretending to be a gangster myself, and I'm not snitching. And then or all the Post Malone, all those guys. Like it seems like you have to have it.
Yeah.
So are you a rapper?
I feel like it is kind of like a ranking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was asking you.
Yeah, I rap.
Rocker.
Yeah, I rap. I don't make like I like make some experimental music outside of rap, but
Can you freestyle for us? I want to hear some of this. So
oh my gosh.
No, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I would love to hear it.
It's so hard to freestyle.
Yes.
Can I do a shot as long as I don't show you guys the brand name?
You can do a shot. You can tell us the brand name, whatever you want.
I know what I'm allowed to do.
You can do it. You can do anything you want. We encourage all sorts of things. We've had people do all sorts of things on the show. Breathe fire. We had somebody choke somebody out. We had people tase each other. We have drinking, drugs, all sorts of things on this show. Can't wait to get back in the studio so we can get more of that going.
Yeah, me and Mark used to drink Fireball all the freaking time in the studio. Like, he'd bring a whole bottle for me to help me get like more talkative. And so we would be drinking shit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you have some stories about some Fireball.
That's what I did. I had to I had to run to the liquor store before this. I was like, I need a couple shooters. Like,
no, don't worry about it. We're just So you were going by the Face Tat moniker before these 15 tattoos, and the 15
Yes.
tattoos may or may not set a world record as the most face tattoos at one time.
Yes. So okay. I already had not counting my cosmetic facial tattoos, I already had 12 before I went to LA and got 15 more. And it sounds like really crazy and extreme to everybody, but in retrospect for me, it was like, do I want to go pay someone 15 more times and sit down for like a half hour for like a bunch of random tiny little tattoos? Or do I just want to fucking send it and do it all right away? And then, so literally when we were sitting there, like stenciling me up and shit, I was like, you know what, this is a lot. Like, I'm just going to go on Google real quick. I'm like looking up records for the most face tattoos, like just in general. And in the Guinness Book of World Records, it's like some guy had like a bunch of like Eminem tribute tattoos, like Marshall Mathers Eminem. And I guess he had like 16 tattoos on his face. So he didn't get them all at once. Like he just got them over time. So 16 is like supposedly the record. Like I know plenty of people with like a shit ton of face tattoos, but so that's why it's kind of the unofficial, because we don't know for sure if I've actually gotten the most in one sitting. I think I have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'd have to count that. I'm trying to think. I think I know people with more than 15 face tattoos, but not at one time.
But it's got to be counted. Yeah, they got to have like a Guinness person come out and be like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
Now, well, here's the thing. This is done in conjunction with a website. I'm assuming erotic. Is it Alt Erotic?
Yes, Alt Erotic.
So, what is erotic about you getting tattoos?
I had a blowjob scene right before it.
That's pretty erotic. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna watch it anyway, but now I'm really gonna watch it. But okay, so
hell yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool concept though. I mean, I've always thought, you know, because I like women with tattoos. I like women that don't look normal, that don't act normal, and so those things are erotic to me. So go through all the tattoos on your face, because I want to. I'm not sure if I can see them really that clearly on the Zoom. So you got okay. So you got now. What is the writing here?
Just wish you were here, and the other side says evil.
Oh, okay. And on the chin, what do you got there? Well, yeah, there's a razor too. And then you got like.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit, honestly. Like, it's so hot, so I'm wearing a wig and a headband today, so I can't show you too much. But
okay, yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, and then the scalp thing. Is that fuck the world?
Yeah, and then like half, honestly, under the wig, like half of my head is like done up too.
Oh, okay. So face and body, how many tattoos do you have? You gotta write these things down.
I have no idea. Like on my face, total with my cosmetic ones, I have 33 tattoos on my face, not counting my neck or head. So I would say I have probably at least 100 tattoos on my body.
Yeah. Now you said this a couple times, and forgive me because I'm ignorant. What's the difference between cosmetic tattoos and regular tattoos? What is it? What's
cosmetic tattoos? Like, it's not like noticeable. It's not the same ink. It's usually pigments and a different machine. It's a micro needle that they use usually.
Okay.
I've had pigment put into my cheeks. I've had pigment put into my nose. I've had lighter pigments put into the tip of my nose to make a contour, and I've had my lips done.
Okay. All right. We learn something new every day, Nicole. I had no idea.
I didn't.
Although we did have a past guest who had a lot of tattoos, and she had some like white tattoos and things like that. So different color things that very, very hard to see. Now here's where we oh, there you go. Now, you know, I was gonna say I was gonna ask you to we'll see if I can get you freestyle later after a couple drinks, but I saw today on your Instagram you were teaching people how to twerk.
Yeah, I've been getting bored on my days off.
Is this a tough thing that people don't know how to do this?
Oh, okay. I've had a lot of girls hit me, mainly on like Snapchat and stuff. They'll be like, because you know, sometimes I'll be getting drunk, I'll be getting wild with the girls. The ass shows up, you know, the candid cam, and I get so many girls that be like, "Whoa, like, how do you move your ass like that?" And it's like bitches with bigger asses than me, and I'm like, "Gravity, girl, fucking get the momentum going. Like, that's all you need to do.
Right.
Find your balance and jiggle."
Right. Plant yourself firmly. Get your feet, you know, a little bit apart, and then just up and down.
Plant your feet firmly on the ground. You know, just practice. Then the speed comes with practice. You can't just, you know, wake up one day and be you're gonna fucking jiggle your ass like, you know, Cardi B or something.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. These bitches should be glad I didn't charge any of them for that.
Oh, I'm sure. No, you should be charging for all of it. If I was you, I'd be charging for all of it. Who's a typical Face Tat Mami fan?
Charging for twerking lessons, 100%. That's a great side gig, a side hustle.
Yeah, I charge girls for like tips on how to get their OnlyFans running and stuff, but I mean,
tell us about
I was
that.
a baby stripper and a baby sex worker at one point and figured it out on my own. And like, there were a lot of bitches who would like try to teach me wrong things because they like were intimidated. So fuck it. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like getting old. I might as well teach bitches how to like be proper, decent fucking hoes.
Well, teach us what is your OnlyFans secret that people don't know? Because I tried OnlyFans. I got to be honest. I have a lot of friends that were on OnlyFans during the pandemic. I
don't even be doing like this hot, extra high quality shit. I like my OnlyFans is like weird half the time. Like 80% of it is probably just me like twerking, or with like crazy fucking toys, like, you know, as props around me and shit. Lately, a lot of people have been digging the whole feet thing. And
yeah, we know all about that.
My biggest thing during quarantine though was weirdly enough, like people really like to watch me just like chug 40s and do bong rips topless.
That's amazing.
I'd be like, if you cash at me right now, I'll go get some alcohol. I'd come back with like a giant Smirnoff 40 and like some shooters or something, and I'd be like, all right, time me.
Now, who is a typical Face Tat Mami fan? You said you have fans all over the world. It sounds like you have a big appeal to women, from what I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
A lot of girls like you.
Yeah, so like my fan base is pretty like my like adult fan base is pretty 50-50 actually. It's usually like either really white collar, like upper middle class men, you know, with families and really awesome careers. Like my number one fan, he's an engineer now, so. I'm
guessing he doesn't have a face tattoo.
He does not have a face tattoo. He pays my rent though, so that's cool.
Sure he does.
But otherwise, like, yeah, it's really gay chicks, like like lots of really kind of like stud kind of women really fangirl after me. Unless I'm out in person, then it's a lot of femme girls, because I usually don't have a wig on. I usually only have weave in if I'm like doing photo shoots and stuff. So generally my hair is pretty short, dykey. Like I have so many girls coming to me at bars, buying me and my homies drinks, just, you know, hanging on me. Like, are you going to take me home with you? Oh, you're a rapper? Oh, can I play your mixtape? Like,
sounds cool. I get the same thing, but it's all guys. That's the thing. I go to the bar.
Cool, but I don't like girls.
Yeah, I'll buy you a drink. Oh, you're a comic. You're great. You go home with me? You're like, yeah, hold on one second. I'll be right back. And yeah.
Yeah, it's like, or I bring people home with me and all I want to do is keep partying. Like, sex is the very last thing on my mind with any random person I've met. I'm just like, let's crawl up the plug. Let's do some
Oh,
kids.
so you're one of
Let's do some
those.
more shots.
You're one of those. I know people. Yeah, you're like, you can out party anybody.
Yeah, but responsibly.
No, I understand, but trust me, you're the one person at the party when everybody's either coupled up or they're just kind of winding down. You're like, yeah, I'm still ready to party.
Yeah, there'll be like, somebody
where's
making out in the
booze?
corner, somebody in the bathroom, and then they're like, all right, like, does anybody want to do a bump?
I want to go to sleep, but this girl with the face tat keeps going and going and going. She won't stop. Or some guy's like trying to, guy or girl trying to mac on you, and you're like, I want to get some more booze, and they're like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's always the girls. Like, I'm just like trying to walk away, like nonchalant. Like, I just need another drink.
I can't keep up with her. No.
Yeah, when I met my baby daddy, we were like partying, and the first thing he said to me was like, "Bitch, what the fuck do you think you are?"
Oh, that sounds romantic, but no. So, but yeah, so like I say, I went on OnlyFans, and I would think, being that you were a stripper, that probably gives you some insight in the OnlyFans, because to me, it was like the strip club all over again. You pay a fee.
It kind of is.
Yeah,
it
you pay a fee, and then they keep teasing you. Except
totally, though.
You actually
like,
are
it
allowed
really
to
is such
masturbate,
a tease.
but on OnlyFans.
I understand the appeal, but I wish I understood it more from a male's perspective. I think OnlyFans is really cool because it's given people now the option to see everyday people, that they've either had long-term crushes or fantasies on. Like, you get to see the bitch you had the hots on in high school all grown up, and all you gotta do is send her $20. Or actually, most of these girls sell their OnlyFans for like $5-10, but that's like a meal at McDonald's. That's nothing.
Well, let me tell you, from a man's perspective, I will tell you what it is. And as usual, and first off, I got to preface this by saying, and I've told this to Nicole too, men are a step above chimp. We are not complicated. The appeal of OnlyFans is a girl you like, you get to see naked, and that's the only way you can see them naked.
Yeah. That's
the OnlyFans appeal. So, or, like me, you got some friends, you help them out. I had to quit after a month because I was like, this is a strip club. I can't do this anymore. But I felt weird not to say these to my friends, and on their page where they're naked, it just was weird. Because one sent me a free trial, and I was jerking off.
Oh, hell yeah!
I was like, oh man, I got guilted into buying a month because I just felt bad for, seeing her naked for free.
I love giving out free trials. Like, I'll be like, tell your friends. And it's cool because sometimes they really do. I get emails from people like, hey, my friend told me about you. I'm so glad he did.
Well, and I would imagine a lot of, you intimidate a lot of men. With your swag, with your face tats, with everything. Not all men, but I would imagine that there are men that are... it's something I've had to recently kind of come to terms with. Like, even back before I had the extra face tattoos and stuff, guys still super intimidated, especially out here in Colorado. The pool is already so small because, let's be real, it's Menver. But yeah, I don't know. I think they see the tattoos. I think they see, like, I have all my own shit. I live in my own apartment, no roommates. Like, that's not that heard of here. I work in the adult industry. That's a huge factor. I think, most guys don't want to think about their potential girlfriend, sucking somebody else's dick or getting bent over by two other motherfuckers. Like, and everybody, You'd be
can look
surprised.
it up. That's the biggest thing I've got from a lot of guys. maybe it's just like partially my problem, the men I'm into, but.
What are you into? We ask this question of every guest, and I guess we'll have to ask you. What's your fetish? What are you into? What do you like?
I mean, realistically, if I could have it my way, I would totally like it with a guy who looks like me and has their own shit going for them, money and goals. But I guess I just like toxic, insecure men with felonies, really.
So you like criminals, basically. That's your. That's
no
your
kids, though, please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're, I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I was going to say if you're talking to a guy with tattoos on his face, he's either a rapper or he's probably, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, the only
Do you
thing
like
that's
tattoos on the
special
face
about most
yourself?
rappers.
You like that on men or you don't?
Tastefully, yes. I'm such a
like this.
gatekeeper, and I'm super judgmental. No, yours looks beautiful. You should go get that for real.
No, what are you gonna say?
I convinced a guy to tattoo my name on the head of his penis one time. I think I could get you to get a Face Tat Mami tattoo.
See, that'd be a way. I say I have no tattoos. It'd be a great way to start. Just put them on my face.
It would.
Yeah.
It could be really small. Like you get STM.
Yeah.
Nobody would know what it means. They could guess. It'd be fun for everybody.
It's like yes. Yeah. I only got one
Female
tattoo, but I'm
to
not
male.
flipping around. It's right here, right in the middle of my
Right here.
Now, is that a spider web on your knee? Is that what I was looking at?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
got some spider webs. My knees are like Sailor Jerry, flowers and Shakespeare quotes. So
That's cool.
nothing cool.
Another thing I was looking at on your social media is that I guess somebody wanted you to be his goth girlfriend. You're like, bitch, I'm not goth.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. Everybody always calls me goth. I'm not goth.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
think
nothing bad.
I'm goth. I didn't think
It's
you were.
nothing bad. I was raised by like an OG goth. Like my mom was super goth. Like we grew up listening to Switchblade Symphony and Typo Negative and shit. Like,
Right.
but that's just not my thing. I always like identify myself as like a trap emo, like kind of gangster, kind of emo, kind of confused.
But they think that every girl with tattoos is a goth girl, and that's not the case.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like, if anything, I just say I'm alternative.
Yeah.
Alternative is a good word for it. That's what I use. I'm alternative.
I had one guy tell me I was avant-garde. That was the biggest compliment I ever got, but
Wow. I think I agree with them. So did we ever answer the question? What was the first tattoo you got on your face? I don't think we did.
oh, first tattoo on my face. It's covered up now by this teardrop. I used to just have 3 dots, like me being a loca. And then right after that, I had Sempiternal blasted on my forehead.
Oh, okay. Now, isn't the
So
tattoo,
those are my first face tattoos.
now, isn't getting a teardrop tattoo dangerous because
I
did
guess
you really
it
kill
depends where
somebody?
you're at and who you know.
I know.
No, I more or less got that for somebody really close to me who died. That's kind of
okay.
why I had the wish you were here as well.
Okay. That's good. See, that's nice. I always like when the tattoos are symbols of somebody and let them live through you. In a sense.
Yeah, exactly. My brother, he died like a year and a half ago. So like, now I'm the age that he was when he died, and I'm about to surpass his age. So now I'm kind of like taking it really serious. Like, I gotta live extra for him.
Sure. Well, yeah, I'd say you're living extra. Now, I was gonna ask now, do people come across you that didn't like face tattoos and you turned them around?
Oh yeah.
They're like, wait a second,
it happens with more than face tattoos as well. Like, it's I never thought I'd meet a cool white girl like you, or like I never thought I'd meet a girl with short hair who was as hot as you. Like, just stupid shit.
these guys got to work on they got to work on their lines. They got to work on their
Or
game.
like my favorite one is like when a guy sleeps over or something, and like I wake up the next day, there's no fucking eyebrows. Like, never thought girls without eyebrows was so cute before.
Oh, I love girls without eyebrows.
Like here I am looking like a fucking mole rat. Like,
Oh, I love that Klingon look. It's great. I dig when girls have
hot,
like,
right? Like,
oh yeah, no, they get paid. It's great.
looking like I came out of my chemo appointment.
You're talking to the right person on that, because I like pasty white girls with no eyebrows. I think girls with cancer are sexy, but that's just me. But so you're right. You're in the right place. You're in Colorado. You got tattoos. Now, how long have you been in the? Now you were stripping, and I assume you got into the adult industry through stripping.
Kind of. Oh no, actually no.
No?
That's how I thought I was gonna get into the adult industry. Cause yeah, I started stripping literally the day I turned 18. Like I've always been in the sex work industry. Around the time I started stripping was when I realized on Tumblr I could make men pay me for pictures of me. So I started doing that before like people had premium Snapchats, before OnlyFans was a thing, all that shit. I kind of started getting noticed in the like content creating then industry. Way back in the day, there was this fucking website. It was like a revenge porn site called Is Anyone Up? And I was like really good friends with the runner of it, who like ended up going to prison. But that got me like kind of popular on the internet. And then I danced for like 7.5 years. And then about 2.5 years ago, I kind of started my like retirement out of dancing. It was just kind of doing it at home on my own, like doing it virtually for people.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when COVID and shit happened and everything closed down, everybody was kind of freaking out. I was a little hesitant to hop on the OnlyFans train, but I hopped on it anyways. It actually took off, and that's when like the Alt Erotic people noticed me, and then they were like, hey, are you willing to fucking, you know, take dick and HD camera and lighting? I was like, fuck yeah. They're like, are you down to get tattoos and we'll pay for it? I was like, even better, sign me up. And then 6 months later, I was on a fucking airplane going out to set.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, what is revenge porn? I must not be on my Pornhub recommendation.
Oh god, that was like the shittiest fucking era on the internet. Revenge porn was like kind of around when Tumblr started getting big, and like, you know, all the alt people were like, we'll put our titties and our ass cheeks on the internet for like pizza and stuff. It's like all the hardcore alt couples would break up, and all the shitty hardcore guys would like, there would be this website and you could go blast these people's nudes on it. Or if you were scared of getting blasted, you could just submit your fucking nudes. And like, especially it, like the motto was, I actually have it tattooed on me. So it's hashtag NBHNC, which means no butthole, no care. So like, if you're not showing your asshole in your pictures, like nobody really cares. So like, I just hit up the dude, I sent him a picture of my asshole, blasted it on the website, and then I was good. I'm not scared.
Wow.
And a star is born.
Dude, you know, beautiful 18-year-old logic.
Yes.
I was like, nobody's gonna expose me. I got myself.
Yeah, with the not only that, the message, you still had you didn't have the gun on your ass then. There was no entry or no exit or
Open house.
Open house.
Yeah.
Open house surrounding a butthole is always going to get clicks on the internet. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, oh gosh, back when I had Tumblr, my original Instagram, it was fucking insane.
What happened to Tumblr? I don't know. We have one, but I don't go on to that.
They banned porn on it, and now it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? But, now, how serious are you taking this rap? I know you've got the songs on SoundCloud. I mean, I would say maybe 10, 15 years ago, being in the adult industry would have hindered your rap career. Now it's probably the best thing for it.
No, it's not.
Really?
You'd think. Okay, so part of why it took Alt Erotic so long to fly me out is because like the CEO and the director, like he scouted me. Like he's so cool. Like he saw me and was like, "You're the fucking image we need. Like come work for us." But the owner of Alt Erotic, he's just kind of this more like he's super tattooed. He's got a whole bodysuit, but he's like mentally more normal. Guy from Germany. So he was looking at all my posts, like me posting with guns and shit, all the things I like talk about in my rap songs, and he was really scared that I looked like a gangbanging serial killer. Like that, those were his exact words. Like she might be a serial killer. Like I've been joking with him to this day. Like you still don't know if I am or not. Like if I am, I'm not ever gonna let you know. But yeah, he was so scared. I had to like literally joke and like kind of prove myself so hard. I was like, dude, even if I was a gangbanger, I can't bring a gun on a plane.
Wink, wink.
Not any of the guns I'm holding in my pictures.
I'm sure you can. But no, but that's reverse of what I was just about to say, because I guess your rap career got in the way of your adult career.
Yeah, it's kind of giving it like a slower takeoff, but I'm okay with that because I've also been meeting like music people because of like the adult thing. When I was out there, the owner actually ended up really liking me. And it was like a bunch of people who were part of Taylor Gang, record all those people and shit. So next time I go out, I'm supposed to be meeting them. But it's cool because like I got a little bit of attention. I've had a bunch of people sending me some really awesome beats for free and shit because of it. I've been having a lot of people hit me up asking me to hop on their songs, which is really cool. And I do take it really seriously. Honestly, I think I take my music career more serious than my content creating, than my adult modeling, than any of that. I only have a little bit out on SoundCloud right now, but I've been working with 2 different record labels as well as my music collective on a lot of shit last like 5-6 months. So hopefully soon I'm going to be releasing a bunch of that.
That's great. So I mean, this is what it is now. It's just building a brand.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So recently I bought Face Tat Mami, and now I'm going to try and acquire the paperwork to turn Face Tat Mami into an LLC so I can my main goal is I want to end up doing clothes, and I want to like do enough porn where I can just open a food truck because cooking is actually my #1 passion.
Now you tell us.
Yeah, so like part-time, I actually I cook at a bar out here. I don't advertise it way too much, but it's like this awesome little gay bar. I be smoking meats and slanging food.
What's your specialty? What's that special dish that Face Tat Mami can do better than anybody else?
That's tough. I be handling meats really good. I can make the most killer French dip in the world. I make really amazing smoked pulled pork. Pot roasts are my favorite.
Wow.
I just got this like new it's like this like 5 option pressure cooker, and I'm like so stoked to play with it.
She knows her meats.
I know my meat.
I bet you do. Now, so I mean, this is interesting. So, I mean, you're in the adult industry. You're in rapping. You're in the food truck. This is, I mean, who knows? I mean, I can see Face Tat Mami food trucks all over the place.
Wouldn't that be fucking cool? I literally over the last 2 years have built such an awesome menu because this is like such a real dream of mine.
I can totally see it in your future.
And
thank you. Like I want to be popping up everywhere.
and if you're going to the gay bars in Denver, on lesbian night, forget about it.
Oh yeah, a drag night. They love
Oh,
me.
I imagine. Have you done any drag shows or
No, I just go to them. There's this guy out here, DJ Rockstar Aaron, and he's like this superstar like guy who goes and DJs all these like drag bingo events and stuff. And he fucking gave me a shirt for free because he said I make the best corn dogs in Denver.
Nice.
Nice? She knows her corn dogs too. Now you said guys are into your feet now. How many tattoos do you have on your feet? Besides your soles, you have them on the top of your feet, on your toes.
I have the soles of my feet. I have the top of my feet. I have all my toes. Yeah.
So they love the tattoos even on the feet, because I know guys
I'm sure
they
into
love
it.
it. My
I bet
worst
the feet
tattoos are on my
people
feet too, which is funny.
Sorry, Nicole, you were glitching out. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I said I bet the feet people are all over that. They probably love having tattoos on their feet.
It's like,
Yeah, they love it. I like, I'll like cover them with my hands, play peekaboo, like, oh, now you can't see these toes. Oh, now you can.
now, is there any part of your body that doesn't have tattoos besides it's a little bit
I
of your
don't have a
arms?
tattoo on my back. I don't have
Really?
any tattoos on my back. Yes, my back is empty. I've been planning a big piece, so I've been avoiding doing it.
But it will be covered at some point.
Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the year to start on it. But I just like I've always wanted to send at least one body part as like just something huge. So I felt like my back was probably the best choice.
So what's it gonna be? I can only imagine.
The Virgin Mary crying.
Wow. That's
Very
intense.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge portrait of her crying, and then like tramp stamp style calligraphy. It's gonna say Mary wept.
That's so good. That's so good. I wish you luck. I think I'm gonna try to get you to freestyle one more time, because I have to do it. I gotta hear you freestyle. Come on. You've had a couple drinks, Mommy. Come on.
It's so hard because my brain doesn't move that fast. Let me think real quick.
Neither does ours. It's fine. The audience's brain doesn't move that fast either. It's okay.
All right, let me try something. But if I can't get much, it's
okay. Whatever happens, happens.
You my motherfucking sons call me mommy. Bitch, I just teaching at the sunny. Your man's looking because I act real naughty. Yeah, I'm a demon. I got shooters in Milwaukee. Hit the murder dance, screaming free Bobby. Bitch, I'm motherfucking hot like wasabi. You can't fuck on me, just give me sloppy toppy. I'm the motherfucking Face Tat Mami. That's what you get.
I dig it. I keep telling people it's not easy to rap. People think it's easy. It's not.
No, oh my gosh. And like I hate telling people I'm a rapper at parties, because then they do the exact like freestyle right now. Oh, you're a rapper? Okay, do something right now.
Yeah. No, it's good.
So you gotta prove it.
But it's because I've done poetry slam, so I've done things with people that have rapped, and I've tried to.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I've tried to rap myself, and it's just I can't do it. But
I've always wanted to go to a poetry slam.
Yeah, no, they're fun. It's a skill, and not every rapper that is out there can do it. But you can.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but so who would you in your dreams? Who would you be collaborating with, rapping wise? Besides a snitch.
Some ridiculous people.
Oh, tell me.
Okay, wait. You know what? I have his face tattooed on me.
You have 6ix9ine's face tattooed on you.
I have 6ix9ine's face tattooed on me.
I'm sorry, I called him a snitch.
It's a whole thing, but I have a huge theory on everything with him, and I can justify having his face on me. I think he's just a marketing fucking god, like, and
I agree.
Like, he's made so much money that he's been able to keep even after being RICO'd and shit because of how he's marketed and done his social media.
Well, then I take back everything I said about him, especially because
no, you're good. Everybody's got their opinion.
He's probably coming up my stairs and gonna cap my ass, but sorry, 6ix9ine. I'm just goofing around, just being a comedian. Besides 6ix9ine, who would you
I
want to collaborate?
wouldn't collab with him though. I wouldn't collab with him though. I would let him probably fuck me though.
Okay, well, sure.
But like I've been listening to a lot of like New York rappers lately, a lot of drill.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a couple people on the East Coast I've been wanting to collab with. A lot of the people I want to collab with are kind of like not that famous, honestly. But if I had to collab with a famous person, shit. I want to. Have you ever heard of this bitch, Flo Milli? God, she's amazing. She's from Alabama. She's
Flo
like
Milli?
popping off right now with all these. Yeah, she's
I
popping
check her
off
out.
with all these female rappers right now. Yeah, she's awesome. She's got one of those like high pitched, prissy Valley girl voices. Like
Well, that's
reminds me
cool.
of like the cheerleader aesthetic. Yeah, she's such a brat, and like, oh, I'd love to make music with her.
That's cool. No, we've had some. I want to get more rappers on, but we had Empress Kush a couple of years ago, who was an LA rapper, and we were talking about it. Like, for some reason, I don't know, this started happening a few years ago, and Nicole has pointed out, the girls are taking over the rap game.
Yeah, girls have been killing it the last couple of years, which is fucking awesome. It makes me so happy and hopeful because, like, I feel like there used to be this stigma with aspiring female artists, especially people who wanted to rap. Like, if you were singing or you were doing R&B or you were doing other genres, like whatever, that was expected of you. But if you were trying to rap, and I even face this, like, you know, people, like, they really doubt you. You have to prove yourself more. You get sexualized a lot more. Like, motherfuckers in the rap industry, and especially, like, can be really fucking grimy. Like, you know, I've had so many people be like, oh, well, this bitch will suck my dick and fuck me for studio time or a beat or mastering, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, you should be, like, lucky I even blessed you with my presence. Like...
That's
so I think like it used to be harder, and like it used to be really deterring to be a female rapper, and now, right, you know, you see Nicki Minaj, you see Cardi B, you see Megan Thee Stallion, Sweetie, Mulatto, all these people just like popping off and going crazy. And you know, there's even some, you know, white bitches who are going crazy on the fucking West Coast.
Sure.
You know, there's like fucking Krayshawn's popping off again. She got her little white girl mob, you know, Lil Debbie, fucking Brooke Candy, all those people. Awesome.
Even the
not a man's
girls
world
are just
anymore.
killing it too.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of Bad Baby. If I could do a song with her, oh
yeah,
I would buy my own plane ticket to go fucking write with her. Like, I joke all the time, like, I wish she was my fucking daughter. Like, she's so bad. I love her. Like, she's got a decent head on her shoulders too. Like, people don't realize that. Like, she actually like has a grip on fucking reality and shit. Like,
no, I agree.
I
with
like
you.
her.
If you look at her, she obviously does, because she could have been a flash in the pan and up and gone, but she's not only killing the rap game.
Yeah, she could have been any other kid on Dr. Phil, you know, but she fucking stuck it to Dr. Phil. What the fuck? Didn't you just expose him too for that place she sent him to, or he sent her to? There's like child abuse and shit going on at that place. Dr. Phil sends everybody, so she like just exposed him or whatever.
We talked about that a few weeks ago with a singer friend of ours, Savannah Pope. Those places are just not. They're no good.
That's messy.
It sounds good. It's how the intent sounds good, but they're all just no good. And you know, so when you were growing up, pre-tats, I bet you were a handful for your parents.
Oh, 100%.
Did they ever send you to camp? Were you ever that bad?
I wasn't blessed enough to go to camp. No, I got sent to the group home every time my mom got sick of me. So there was like, it wasn't called a group home. It was called the Youth Treatment Center, but it wasn't like you know, if something was wrong with you, you went there. It was literally just if you were a fucking rotten ass kid and your parents didn't want to send you to juvie, but they didn't want to deal with your ass, they would like literally drop you off at this place, be like, here's my kid, this is the school they go to, make sure they get there, here's some clothes, peace out.
Wow.
So I
yeah,
spent probably like between the ages of 15 to 18 there in the group home.
And look at you now.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of RTCs with the bad kids. RTC means residential treatment center, and there were the people that got to go off campus and go to school, and then there were the people that had to stay in and have school there.
Yep, because they were so bad. Like I remember one time, it was my first time in there, but the time I got to school, I was just trying to run away, like to go, like, you know, just fuck off with my friends. It's like, fuck, I don't want to go back to that place, but like I can't go home. And yeah, that's how it is.
Now, what I gotta things get. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Well, things. For some reason on Zoom, things tend to get deep. We always seem to get these deep conversations. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you got out of it. You're doing well, but I got to lighten it up again because we're just about out of time. I mean, I could talk to you forever. This has been great. So when you run out of room, when you get the back tattoo and you run out of room, are you gonna? And I know you have already some piercings. Are you gonna go crazy with the piercings too? Or are you gonna be like face pierce?
Well, I have a lot more piercings I'm not wearing right now, actually.
Oh, okay. What's the weirdest place you're piercing?
But.
Besides,
I had my vagina pierced for a little bit.
Huh?
Yeah, I think my craziest piercing was like I had every angle around my nipple, like so I had them up and down, so it was very cool.
Whoa!
Oh,
that's gotta hurt.
They're definitely long retired now because it was way more of a hassle than it was. Like I needed bigger nipples to handle that much metal, but.
Well, Nicole, how cool?
I don't know. I've been thinking about. Sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead. You were thinking about what?
I've been thinking about splitting my tongue neck. So I think that's going to be in my near future. Yeah, I want to do a tongue split.
I was thinking about that myself. Somebody said that because I've kissed a girl with a split tongue, and I do recommend it. And she recommended that I get my tongue.
I recently kissed somebody with a split tongue too, and at first I pulled away. I was like creeped out, like their tongue like went like that around mine.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what to do at first. I was like, what the fuck?
And then your one tongue seems inadequate because they're doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And they're doing all this.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like I'm like now that I'm in the adult industry, I think it'd be really cool to like pop out like to a dick like.
Yeah, you gotta catch up. Of course, with me it'd be weird because I have no piercings, no tattoos. But how weird would it be with to have a split tongue?
Be pretty weird.
I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking awesome. I love when like I admire people honestly who have like what I say naked bodies, like the virgin bodies, haven't done anything to your skin. I think it's most of the guys I've dated actually have been like that. So like anytime they like maybe entertain one tattoo or something like crazy, I'm just like, yes.
And that's because of you, because they were with you.
I swear.
How many
people out their shells?
Last question, because we got to go. How many men and women have your name tattooed on their body?
Fuck.
20, 30?
Probably around 15.
Right, well, that's pretty good.
I went through this phase a couple years ago where like people on Facebook were like real culty for a little bit in like 2015, 2016. So I had this page that had like millions of people on it. It was like it was called the Thought page. And then I had the Nudes for Pizza group page and yeah, fucking shit, I forgot where I was going with that.
So not only do you have hundreds of tattoos on your body,
oh yeah,
so
I got like a bunch of people to tattoo their names on me because I was just like, you know, if you do that, if you put hashtag Team Izzy or like my full name on your body. I would give them free nudes for life, shit like that. So there's like 3 girls that got my names on them just because they were like diehard fans of mine. They were like, I don't want anything from you. Just admire that my name's on, or your name's on my body. And like one guy really fucking sent it and tattooed hashtag Team Izzy on the head of his penis.
Right.
Whoa. That's
See,
crazy.
I thought it was just a shaft, so it would be like
Yeah.
IY and then it would be Izzy, but no.
No, it like went like all the way around.
Ooh,
It looked so painful. It looked so painful. I was like, I messaged him a couple years ago and asked him if it's affected his life, and he said he has no idea how many blowjobs he's been denied because people are like, who's Izzy?
That's a message to all of you kids out there. Don't get anybody's name tattooed on the head of your dick, because that's not going to
Unless it's mine.
Well, you know, maybe, yeah. If you're going to do Izzy, but
then you'll get free nudes for life.
yeah, but who wants to see your nudes when you're 72 years old? I don't know if I don't.
Who's gonna remember this agreement we had in fucking 50-something years?
I will. Anyway.
All right, you got me.
Face Tat Mami, Nicole, isn't she a delight?
I love it. It's been a great show.
Face
Thank
Tat
you so much for having
Mami,
me.
tell everybody where they can get a hold of you and your OnlyFans and everything you want to promote.
My handle is the same everywhere else, to make absolutely everywhere, to make it easy for you. Face Tat Mami, SACETATMAMI. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on SoundCloud. You can find me on OnlyFans. You can find me on Depop. Anything.
I don't even, half of those things I have no idea what they are, but that's just me.
Depop, if you ever wanted to wear my clothes, go on Depop. I sell my clothes.
Depop. All right. I'm sure you have nice. Nicole, how do people get a hold of you?
Well, I'm Nicole6Books on Instagram, and you can follow me for my horror work as a writer, or if you need help with social media, you can give me a direct message and I will help you for a cheap rate grow your social media to a nice, healthy size.
Yes. And you know, Mama, you've been such a delight. I hope we get to talk to you again. I would love to do
oh, definitely.
I would love to do a live show in Denver with you. And anytime you're in LA, look us up. I'm Goth Comedian on all social media. Everybody have a wonderfully creepy week. Bye.
Bye.